Okay, it's July 1st, it's 6:30 a.m., the car is packed, bikes are loaded, and we're heading up to San Juan Island.
So first off, why are we going to San Juan Island? Well, it's like this. Christina has friends who live there and they're renewing their wedding vows. They are hosting the celebration on their property and invited her to attend. I'll be her +1. We head out of town on Highway 5 towards Redding. We plan to take 2 days to get there and drive until we get tired, then find a hotel to spend the night along the way. And where's San Juan Island? It's in northern Washington state, just east of Victoria on Vancouver Island, about 850 miles north of Sacramento. And why are we driving when we could fly? Well, flying means driving to the airport, parking, getting through the airport and TSA, taking off, flying, landing, and then getting a rental car. And most importantly, we really want to ride our bikes on the island. Plus, apparently, we'd be creating less CO2 by driving compared to flying. We're stopping at the Starbucks here in Weed, California to meet up with our friend Rachel, who's driving from Seattle down to Los Angeles. And we're headed up that way, and this was a perfect place to meet. We're going to be here for a little bit and then head back on the road. After a quick visit, we're back on the road and soon after cross the Oregon state border. Another 5 hours later, through beautiful western Oregon, we arrive in Portland and decide to continue on for a couple more hours before stopping in Olympia for the night.
Okay, so we made it to Olympia, about 12 hours of driving, just had some dinner. Tomorrow morning, taking off straight for the ferry building.
Good morning! We're on our way to Anacortes today. It's about a 2.5-hour drive. That's where we get the ferry to Friday Harbor. Woohoo!
The drive north to Anacortes takes us through the metropolitan area of Seattle, and we're really enjoying our time away on vacation. Looking out the window at Washington State, I'm reminded of being in Europe because of the many rivers and streams, thick green vegetation, and overcast skies. We make a stop for coffee at a Starbucks and later at a rest stop to take turns driving. Once we pass through Seattle, the traffic gets lighter and we soon turn off of Highway 5 and head west toward the coast. As planned, we arrive at the ferry terminal before noon. We load our bikes with our luggage and make our way to the ferry. Purchasing round-trip tickets at the self-service kiosk is quick and easy, and we only have to wait about 45 minutes for the next ferry to depart. There are a surprising number of cyclists, and it is hectic getting the bikes tied up with ropes in areas where they won't be in the way of the almighty automobile.
How you feeling, Dirk?
That was a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be. Surprisingly, there's no designated bike-only parking area on the ferry, and the ferry staff are quite particular as to where we can tie up our bikes. The 1-hour ferry ride is beautiful and relaxing. We enjoy the scenery, purchase some snacks, and talk about our trip. What a treat it is to take public transportation to an island out in the ocean. And having ferries depart every 2 hours gives us the flexibility to choose when we want to come and go. Good thing we're on bikes and can zip off the ferry and be on our way before the cars are even allowed to unload.
Okay, we made it off the ferry and it's off to Saltwater Farms.
The bike ride from Friday Harbor to Saltwater Farm is under 2 miles and takes us only about 10 minutes. The downtown area has about 3 or 4 streets, so it's easy to get out quickly and be on our own in only a few minutes. After a short climb, we are on the small airport road with no traffic and eventually reach a multi-use path, which takes us directly to the entrance of Saltwater Farm.
We made it!
We're greeted by Maris and Andrew and then follow one of the staff to our accommodations. An amazing Airstream trailer in the woods. If you haven't been in an Airstream, they're the pinnacle of trailers. They're so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend staying in one.
Oh my God, wow!
Woo!
Woo! This is so nice!
We're in the crib! We're in the crib!
Christina and I immediately fall in love with it and make ourselves at home.
This is beautiful.
After unpacking and getting settled in, we head up to the inn for dinner with our hosts and some of the guests which have arrived early. It's a wonderful evening of great weather, good food and wine, and socializing. What an amazing place.
Good morning, it's day 3. Christina's off doing yoga. I just have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna get ready to go up and do a tour of the area here. Just an amazing place. Today is gonna be the vow renewal. We're gonna have a party afterward with food and drink and dancing. So it's gonna be a great day. Just loving this place, it's incredible.
Maris and Andrew give everyone a guided tour of Saltwater Farm with its building, tiny homes, gardens, trailers, and farm animals. During the year, they use the property to host a wide range of special events such as weddings, retreats, and workshops.
On the ceiling and on the walls is all from fir trees right here. And Joe Romano is a friend of ours, brought his portable mill out, put it over there, and it's been for about 6 weeks.
After the tour is over, Chris and I ride our bikes into Friday Harbor for breakfast at the Rocky Bay Cafe. It has a great vibe, and they're very flexible in making us a plant-based vegan breakfast, including avocado, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. Oh yeah. After breakfast, we go grocery shopping across the street and then explore Friday Harbor by bike.
$72 amazing flavors.
Ooh!
Here he goes.
Stuck. Would be so bad if it wasn't for the shopping full of stuff in the back. You got this. Go, Chris, go. Go, Chris, go.
Exploring by bike is so fun. It's so immersive since you get to hear, smell, and feel the place you're riding through. That's not the case when you're trapped in a box viewing life through a windshield. We eventually return to our Airstream, unload our groceries, and start getting ready for the main event. Once ready, we ride to the inn and enjoy some drinks on the ridge overlooking the ocean before the ceremony starts. Everyone is in good spirits and the weather is perfect as the couple arrives and the ceremony begins.
Welcome, everybody. We are joined here on this beautiful July day to celebrate 10 years of partnership.
Afterwards, we head up to the barn, a short walk from the ridge at the inn, and celebrate with champagne, dinner, a dessert spread, and dancing until late into the night.
It's day 4. Or is it 5? 6? Anyway, Happy 4th of July!
For the 4th of July, we are invited by our hosts to a picnic at the Saltwater Farm Garden. They have drinks, snacks, and hired a local chef to make handmade pizzas to order. They are amazing. And what's a 4th of July picnic without games of competitive cornhole?
Damn right.
Naturally, Chris can't pass up the opportunity to hang out with the goats.
My new friend!
As the day comes to an end, we ride around the paths
You and
of
you.
Saltwater Farm, exploring the more remote corners of the property. Afterwards, we head back to the Airstream and spend time relaxing with a cup of tea and enjoy the calm and quiet of the farm. It is an absolute pleasure to relax and unwind in this heavenly place.
Silly Mardi Gras. Well, really, the traffic was just unspeakable. Those shouting and screaming incredibly.
Final day. Heading to the ferry at 11 o'clock. And then hopefully back to the car to our drive back home.
Unfortunately, our time in San Juan Island comes to an end and we have to head back to the scorching Sacramento Valley. We pack up our things, say goodbye to our Airstream, and make our way to Friday Harbor and the ferry building. Our 1-hour ferry ride back to the mainland is scenic and relaxing as before, and a lot less crowded. I'm once again amazed by the number of people taking the ferry with bikes. It fills me with joy and hope that places like this exist, where bikes still play an important role in everyday life. We backtrack our way down Highway 5 through Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, and Portland. We drive south as far as Salem, Oregon, where we decide to stop, have dinner, and spend the night.
We're arriving at our beautiful hotel, the Holiday Inn. Yes. We're a little tired, I think. We just want to stop and get some food and eat and go to bed.
So today is our final day, driving from Salem to Davis.
We had an amazing time on our trip. The Pacific Northwest's cooler temperatures and greener environment were a wonderful change of pace from the hot and dry summer in the Sacramento Valley.
It's a long drive.
Taking our bikes and using the public ferry was such a liberating and immersive experience. I wouldn't have wanted to do it any other way. Both Saltwater Farm and the vow renewal ceremony were wonderful and unforgettable. As we descend into Redding and enter back into the valley, temperatures rise up to their usual summer levels, and we yearn for the 70-degree temperatures of the PNW and promise to return more often to the Washington coast. Thanks for joining us on our trip.
Oh man, look at my life.